are you today?
Good. How about you?
Good. I'm glad that we're meeting. So, what was the best part of your week this last week?
Thanksgiving.
Why is that?
All the food and family.
Yeah, that's always a fun time. How many people do you have there usually?
Oh, between 50 and 65.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
To get to catch up with a lot of people.
Yep, we do it once a year.
That's great. So, I know that you've been working on some goals this week. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Probably my trying to walk, get in my walks.
Your walking goal?
Mhm.
All right. So how did that go for you?
Not as well as I'd like to. Just didn't get it in nearly as much as I wanted to. I had set the goal, and these things always seem to come up.
Yeah, you're a little bit busy this week. Did you get it done any of the days of the week, or?
Oh, a couple of days of the week I got it done, but one was a shorter time and what I wanted, and then I got one that was a pretty good 20-minute walk in. But
That's good. You still got some walking in, got some exercise. So, what were some of the challenges that stopped you from walking on the other day?
oh, I always find other things to get done first before I actually get my exercise in. If I get up and I do it first thing in the morning, I tend to get it done and feel better about it. But if I don't get it done first thing in the morning, I keep putting other things in front of it, So housework or errands or been moving, and so trying to unpack and get that sorted too. So
Sounds like you have a busy schedule. Sometimes it just doesn't. It's not as much of a priority sometimes.
yes, I wish it was.
That's okay. That's okay. So, what did you learn from your experience? Is there any way that you could improve this for next week, or what do you think?
Make a goal to get it done in the first hour or two that I'm up in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and put it, ahead of everything else,
Mm-hmm.
and get it done.
Good, good. Well, I know you can work towards that. I know that you are motivated to reach this goal. It's just sometimes, especially on the holidays, gets really busy. So.
Yeah, and my daughters, both of them were home, so to see them.
Yeah, of course. Well, what would you say that was your percentage of success for this week?
Probably 25%.
25%
Yeah.
complete? All right.
Yeah, not very good.
Oh, that's all right. You'll work towards it. I know you will. So, what was your next goal?
Oh, trying to snack a little bit less, and trying to eat just the meals, and maybe have a healthy snack and not just eat chips.
Mhm.
Go more for the low calorie chips, and have just the 10 or 12 instead of a half a package, and stay away from the crackers and chips and salsa.
Yeah. Definitely. So, how did that go for you this week?
Not too bad until I got to Thanksgiving Day.
Well, yeah.
Thanksgiving Day kind of made it hard because I wanted to eat everything, but not too bad. I get better at it. Some weeks are better than others. Sometimes I come in from being outside and I want more crackers or something like that. So that's something I could work towards more.
So, on most days this week, then, it sounds like you made your goal except for Thanksgiving, which is kind of an exception, really.
Well, then
holiday.
there was the leftovers after
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. You bring home
Of
a few
course,
kolaches
cheese,
and yeah.
Of course. Well, that's good. I'm glad you had some success with it this week. So, was there any, I know you talked about Thanksgiving as a challenge. Is there anything that you learned from, your regular routine that you could apply for next week?
Well, setting the goal to getting it done, first thing in the morning. I've learned that. And are you meaning more about
For
the
the
snacking?
snacking.
For the
Mhm.
snacking. Well, to make sure that I have good snacks ready and have them available, you know, be it an apple or a banana, have that more readily available than going straight for the wheat thins, or, you know, and see that I eat a better breakfast and a better lunch and dinner, and don't get too hungry before I fix those, so that you start snacking and you tend to eat all your snacks, and then now you still have your meal. So.
Well, it sounds like you have a lot of good ideas for it. So
I hope so.
I think you'll be able to keep going on that one and keep on improving. So, what would you say was your percent success for the snacking goal?
I would say that was probably about 65%. So
good. That's
pretty
great.
good.
All right. Well, I'm going to transition to our 3-month goals that we set a week or two ago. Do you have those in front of you?
Yes.
All right. And do you just mind going over those with me real quick?
The long-term goals? Yes. I said I was going to go for a 30-minute walk 4 days a week.
All right.
And then I will eat well-balanced meals and eliminate 90% of the unhealthy food I eat.
Alright, those are great. Do you still feel like you're committed to those goals? Like that's what you want to work towards?
Yes.
Still motivated for those? Alright.
Yes.
And you feel like our weekly goals are kind of related to those and are helping you progress towards those? Okay.
Yes.
Good. Well then, sounds like we'll keep those for now, and if we need to come back and change or readjust anything later on, we can, but I think you're doing great working towards those.
Good.
So, is there anything else that you want to talk about, expand upon, in regards to like your weekly goals or anything?
Well, you know, I thought I might try to go for the 30-minute walk on 2 days of the week and up it from 20 minutes and try to get in an extra 10 minutes and really do a more vigorous walk. You know.
So sounds like you want to kind of maybe like a higher intensity, like more things. Do you mind if we talk about that a little bit more?
Oh, sure.
All right. So maybe you want to look at maybe shorter duration, higher intensity things is what you're saying, so you can fit it into your day more easily.
Yeah, and I've heard, you know, where you kind of do more of an intense walk for 5 minutes and then kind of a cool down walk for, you know, a minute or two, and then same thing with the 5 minute, you know, bursts of energy or whatever. Yeah, so I'd like to see you do that too.
Right.
Cold weather kind of makes it a little bit harder though, and when it's really windy, I don't like being outside walking.
Yeah.
And so I tend to stay inside and do, you know, maybe a little bit more of a workout that way, but I have always had more success with the walks, so I prefer that.
Yeah, that definitely makes it hard to get your exercise in when you can't go outside. I mean, where we live in the winter, it's not exactly a great environment for that.
Yeah, and I live out in the country, and so it's not easy walking on the gravel roads and all, and so I wanted to go into town and find a sidewalk, then it would be, but then that means driving, you know, 4 or 5 miles into town, find a place to walk, and so not as conducive, but
yeah,
I could do it.
Takes a little more time.
If I wanted to, yes. Yes.
Are you? It sounds like you're motivated to do that. Do you think that, like, how high of a motivation do you think you have to do that on a scale of like 1 to 10, 10 being the highest?
I think probably 8. You know, if I get some things out of the way with what's going on with my life, with moving and stuff, I think I could find more time to do that and make that more of a goal.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Well, it sounds like one of your major challenges is having a conducive environment to actually get your walks in. That's a major problem. Maybe we should. Would you mind brainstorming like some ideas in order to come up with ways that you could get your exercise in, like during the winter, or when you don't have time to travel into town or something like that? All right, so we're gonna brainstorm. Like I'll come up with an idea, and then you'll come up with one until we have like 5 or more ideas, and just throw anything out there. It can be crazy, even if you think it's ridiculous. Just throw it out there.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. I think one could be. I mean, I know it still requires you going into town, but if there's like a workout facility that's really close in the town, you can maybe try that for the winter. So you can maybe get on a treadmill or something like that.
Yeah. And back where I used to live, they had an all-weather track, and so you didn't really have to worry about the snow as much on that, and they kind of kept that off, I think, a little bit more. So I could look into seeing what they have kind of for all-weather track at the high school and seeing if that's available or not. Yeah, because mostly walking in the winter, once there gets to be the snow and ice, it gets to be a challenge if people don't have their sidewalks scooped up. But yeah, indoors would be nice with the treadmill because then you wouldn't be faced with the wind and all. So that's a good thought.
And I don't know if you would want to do this, but you could always maybe buy some like cardio workout equipment to have at home.